They'll be calling you a radical. So this is historic, very historic video. Don't be throwing that down, you might break it. That belongs in the Smithsonian. This is going to be donated to the school, signed by Jerry Harding before the game. The greatest performances in Weber State history. Let's talk about them. Don't set that down, you could break it. Zach Braxton in Vienna this year. The greatest performances, because the Asian performance here, it's Asian week. Here, I just had Yo sign it. The trainers are both from Japan. So the greatest performances in history. You got to go with that left, Jerry. Well, I'm a lefty. Jerry Harding, the greatest performance I've ever seen on this campus last night. I spent an hour, almost an hour with Jerry yesterday. Randomly running each other thing, and we talked, and we'll talk great performances. Mitt Romney, don't vape, at the mice study right there. Now there's a fucking performance. By the way, the Browning Center ceiling's in there, got plastered, Kevin Blanche. Now there's a performance. Standing by the Weber State Pond. If you believe that they're not freaking nuking you, Pat Tillman fought off 9 million. Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. Jessica Lynch, Medal of Honor. Rush Limbaugh, freedom, freedom, freedom fries, freedom fries. If you don't believe Fukushima's pluming you, Pat Tillman, Pat Tillman. Saddam Hussein, George W. Bush won the 2000 election. That's the greatest performance art show I've seen since last night. Of course, I wasn't in the house the nuclear industry built. Val Browning, the Browning Arms, war profiteering. I wasn't there the night Kathy Miller put up 50. Nobody was. Kathy Miller, 2,745 career points. Dropped a 50 spot on that floor. What? From Ogden. Probably the greatest athlete in the history of this city. Yeah, that's her. I got a hunch she might have been there last night because nobody was there, just like last night. Well, until maybe tonight, when Damian Lillard might put up a 60 or 70 spot on the Jazz, who turned their back on him. So Liber Lab, the My Study Lab here, Liber Lab, this is important because Asia, isn't China in Asia, and the Liber Lab has ties to what? BYU. Kathleen Moore puts up a 50 spot on BYU. Jimmer, when Damian Lillard's lighting them up like a Christmas tree right under your feet. At BYU, the Woolley Lab at BYU, the Liber Lab. Where's the Liber Lab? I thought it was at Harvard. So the Liber Lab whistleblower, like Kevin Blanche at Weber State, standing there screaming and yelling, watch him tear down the freaking Radnet dishes. Pull my funny. Why? Because this is Nuclear U at the Browning Center, which is a masterpiece gem. When they built it, when they christened it, I'll tell you a great story. Doyle Strong, whose painting's right there. Ted Bundy on this campus. On Balco, he was the greatest. Used to protest right there. I was a 15-year-old art student there. We put dead birds on it, protesting the Browning war profiteers. The great war profiteers. Remember when those posters would be all over campus? Post-ignorance is greater than war profiteering art schools. I taught at the Water School Business number one. I got fired. Don't stand up to the nuclear cartel. So here at the Performance Art Center, shoot a fucking apple off my head. You gotta go with that left. You gotta go with that left. I'll show you fucking performance art. You gotta go with that left. Where's your cello you play with your fishing pole? Where'd you sleep last night? Don't you fucking lie to me. I slept in the dead fucking pines with the sun from Fukushima, Japan. He'd always say, nude descending down circuit, dead purple fucking nude. Purple rain, fucking found in elevator. Fucking. The Standard got to go. Finally, the Standard did something right. That photo of Jerick on the front page of the Standard. KSL didn't report anything of this story. He cemented himself, so I spent last night with him. Val Browning to the Wattises, the Littlefields, G, when they merged. You talk construction, G merged. They took it, that built the house that he did the performance in, that Lillard does his art in, that they do that everybody looks down and spits on. I'm with Frank Layden sitting in there. Damien's got a broken foot, sitting right there, shooting from a chair. 2 hours a night, shooting from a chair every day, shooting from a chair, broken foot. Gonna play Jimmer. Frank Layden with me. Scout walks over, says, what are you doing here, Frank? watching the game. I like these games. I come to a lot of these games. What are you doing here? Oh, I'm looking at a player. Who? Oh, this player for Eastern Washington. I looked right at him. I says, your NBA player sitting right there. Damian Lillard. He laughed. Not the first time. So that's what I told Jerry last night. I had a long conversation. I said, listen, Jerry, I'm going to tell you. And I did a piece in Europe on my blog during the Kobe game, before the Kobe game, in German, sprechen Sie Deutsch? Ooh. In French, my French professor, Dr. Godfrey, I have a letter of recommendation, but whew, my French, not too good. My German, so. Ein, zwei. My English, horrid, if you haven't noticed. I said, look, he'll go off tonight, and I'll tell you why. He didn't get the stage. Up by 20 points at halftime in the Big Sky Champ. No love. Johnson goes off. They get beat. Up in Montana, they're way down till he decides to start taking over. I said, this isn't talking selfish, and I know Randy's okay with this, whatever, because I've talked to Randy. I've talked to Randy a lot. He says, you have to do it right here, right now. You're that good. I know what you are. I've been here the whole time. I watched Soul Dinner play here. I watched Thick Pen play here. I watched Ruben Nemhart play here. I watched all these incredible greats. You're the greatest there's ever been. You know it. I know it. Show it. It's February basketball. You have to show right here, right. And we talked. I told him these stories. He said, well, yeah, Damian's cousin told me these stories. Damian, who's tearing it up in Europe right now. Right here, right now. This is your time, as great Dr. Kulu died of mad cow when they railroaded me in '99 when we were the #1 school business in the country that I took over. All dead the Wattis curse. Mr. Blanche, your time to shine. Last letter recommendation. Take over the program. Fuck me, you. We used to be Weber. You got to do it now. You have to take over now. You think he did? He could have scored 60 easy. Oh, we got purple rain coming down. Fucking dead purple found in elevator. Fucking new descending downstairs. Where'd you sleep last night? Fucking, it's your pseudo-facto theology, pseudo-facto sociology. It's your pseudo. You got to go with that left. You got to go with that left. It's the ecology. See, O for Ogden, for Oakland. Kevin Blanche doing all that historic work as Weber State grew up. All these greats. You ever seen her play the piano? Probably the greatest young pianist in the world. Here at Weber State from China, Asia. So he screams, the virus is going to kill you, they're going to kill you. They put him in jail. He's dead. He's dead. Jared Harding last night, the guy said just today, I just talked to some guys, him and some other people just now. Greatest performance you'll ever see. I told Yo, the Japanese, you know, call out to Joel Bass too, the great trainer. We'll talk about great stories. Somebody needs to interview him. He's got so many great stories. Been there as long as me, burr. 2020 till now, corrupt, don't go see the Dalai Lama. Used to be we burr. I said, this is the greatest performance you'll ever see until maybe Saturday night when he does it again. 25 in the first half, he's unstoppable. He's the greatest player who's ever played here since Kathy Miller. Fucking, what? She's from here. How about Watt, the first person of fucking color? Fuck, how about the great performances in there? Edward Abbey in there, fucking. Not now. Fuck, no, not now. Fucking Stevie Nicks snorting cocaine in the fucking D. Fucking the house that Lillard built? Oh no, the house of the nuclear cartel. But why do you think all those historic losses in there in those big games? Ask Damian. Best thing that ever happened to him. I says, tonight, the Kobe Wake game, oh, he'll take over. He's not blowing this stage again because he plays on a very mediocre game. 50 a night, 60 a night. Whoa. Carl Arky used to call him here the Great Dame. I used to work with her, you know. Whoa. The greatest performances in Weber State history. Mitt Romney telling Kevin Blanche, don't vape. The lab get famous, don't vape, but they can vape us. Right by the Weber State pond. If you believe these are not full blown out fucking meltdowns, Kevin Blanche, how about me full of cancer? The only people that were even nice to me, walking through this campus like this, with my beater hat on, sucked up almost dead, was Randy Ray and Damian Lillard and teammates. They were always there for me. Always. Pretty amazing. So, Jarek, cemented his draft choice. I think he's made 40 free throws in a row. He hasn't missed one for freaking 3 or 4 weeks. Don't jinx it, Kevin. Oh yeah, I got fired from KWCR from the job they begged me to do. Thank you to Manny, all this great work. Begged me. I didn't want to do it. Ask Cole. It's freezing in the end zone full of cancer on the football and basketball. It snowballs, chance in hell. Bruce Hanley, I used to work for, the football player, to ESPN. No, to Sports Illustrated. What's chance turning this corrupt football bargain? Bruce Hanley, I'm standing next to him, 94. Fucking, because I'm a student teacher. A snowball's chance in hell. Fucking. The greatest performances in Weber State history. I've been there for all of them except for Kathy's. Nobody was there. 4 people in there. Put up a 50 spot. Nobody there last night? I don't know what they're fucking missing. Jerick with the left. Jerick with the right. You don't miss free throws. Where's your cello? Where's your plastic violin with your fishing pole? Salmon die. Whistleblower tried to warn you. Kevin Blanch's the greatest performance in Weber State history. Maybe Kevin Blanch flipping his can. Maybe Kathy Miller putting a 50 spot. Maybe Edward Abbey right in there. Maybe Mitt Romney to me right there. Probably last night. Jerry Harding in the house that the nuclear cartel built. You don't like the nuclear industry? John Browning to Guadas Eel. You don't like it? Write me a check. What's par on G stock, the pound? The great war profiteer selling to both sides. In Vienna, Black Box in Vienna. Black Hand shot him with a Browning gun. Here's a check. It's $760 million in change. Here's $761 million. Fuck you. Oh, I plastered the ceilings in there. Es que vous parlez français, sprechen Sie Deutsch, sabio español. But my English really sucks. Plutonium skies. Plutonium don't vape, but we can vape you. The greatest performances on Asian Performance Night, February 7th. The vision is 2020.